There are so many gurus on social media that brag about how investing in real estate was the best decision they've ever made. They will often try to sell you a course on how to flip houses, how to wholesale houses, and how to buy houses, rental properties with no money down. All you gotta do is buy their course. I am not here to sell you a course. I am here to tell you about an opportunity that will help you build wealth, help you build generational wealth, almost 10 times faster than real estate, and nobody really talks about it because in school they don't really teach you about it. You see, my problem with real estate is that for the most part, it has a relatively fixed upside. If I buy a 40-unit apartment building, unless there's extra land on the property, which usually there isn't, I am fixed at 40 units. I'm also fixed at the amount of rent I can charge. A lot of people, the guru will say, well, Nate, I can raise rent $100. Yes, you can, but you also can't, because if you raise your rent too high, people are going to leave and they're going to go to another apartment complex. Okay? Rents do rise with inflation. I get that. But at some point, you're fixed. You cannot go higher than what is the market for that. And you can't add more doors to your apartment building, or nobody will rent from you. Okay? So, with real estate, you're getting anywhere from a 5 to 25% return on your money year over year. That is great. I am not knocking that. If you're investing in real estate, don't destroy me in the comments. I am saying that's great. So is investing in stocks. You can make great money. I get it. A 5 to 25% return is great. I'm just saying that I'm going to explain to you a faster way to build wealth. It is owning a business. You see, when you own a business and you own the correct business that has value is which it means that a business can be sold for a multiple of its profit, which is another word for that is EBITDA. So a multiple of the profit. The multiple is determined by a lot of things, but really it's determined by your industry and the size of your business, really the revenue size of your business. For an example, let's provide an example. A pool service company under $1 million in revenue with reoccurring revenue will probably be sold from anywhere from 3 to 5 times the profit or the EBITDA. Okay, so let's say the profit's $200,000, the revenue may be around $600,000, you got a couple employees, some other expenses. The business can be sold for 3 to 5 times $200,000, which is the profit, which is $600,000 to $1 million. Why? And a lot of people are going to say, why would anybody buy that business? Why would you buy it? Okay, so why would anybody buy it? Let's say I buy the business, right? Let's say I buy it. I have cash, so I'm gonna pay for that business $700,000 cash. If the business does the exact same profit the next year, okay, so let's say they do the exact same profit of $200,000 on a $700,000 investment because I paid cash for it. $200,000 divided by $700,000, that's a 28% return. Okay, so we're already higher than real estate, which is 25%. The real magic is in what they don't teach us in school. The real magic is, what if we finance it? Let me share with you, if you were to put debt on this, okay, on a $700,000 purchase price, you're gonna have to put 25% down, okay, which is $175,000 on a 10-year, 10% note. Yes, we're getting killed on interest rates right now. That's a $525,000 loan on a 10-year, 10% note, which is $7,000 a month or $84,000 a year. So we're paying $84,000 a year to debt, $200,000 our cash flow, $200,000 the profits minus our debt on the business, which is $84,000, puts us at a return of $116,000. Well, let's reverse. How much did we put down? That's our own money. Well, I put $175,000 of my own money down, and I got 116% or $116,000 return on a $175,000 investment. Well, that is 66% return because the business you bought is paying your debt. So you only put $175 out of your own money and you're getting a 66% return on your down payment. That's where the magic happens when you're using the bank as a leverage for you to continue to cash flow your business. That is an insane return. You don't see that in real estate. Okay, great. I'm making a bigger return than real estate. I'm making a bigger return than stocks and probably other things out there. How does it actually build my wealth? And I'm going to tell you today, here's the golden goose that lays the golden eggs And this is what I call multiple arbitrage. So what you do is you bought this pool company, you bought it successfully, you're running it, the profit's there, you're probably going to try to increase the profit. What you do next is you continue to buy other pool companies. As your revenue grows, like I said, what determines your multiple? Well, the industry you're in and the size of business that you are. So as your revenue grows, your profit will grow. Maybe not as quickly, but your profit will grow. Your multiple grows along with it. Okay, so this is how private equity companies operate. I call it private equity arbitrage. Let's say that now, 5 years later, you've bought a couple pool companies, 3 or 4 pool companies. Let's say your profit is $1 million. Well, now your company is not worth 3 to 5 times the multiple of the EBITDA. It is worth 7 times, okay? Since your business is larger, it's more efficient. Now you find another pool service company, and the profit is $100,000. And you buy them for 3x because they're smaller. They're only worth 3x. They're not worth 7x because you're larger, right? Because private equity companies, they value a larger company as a higher multiple because they don't see the revenue disappearing as fast as a small, tiny little $100,000 pool service company, okay? So you're buying them for 3x. Your business that you're going to buy them with is worth 7x. You paid $300,000 for them, but the added value to your company is $700,000. Let me respond to that. So $100,000 profit, you're worth 7x. 7x times $100,000 adds $700,000 in value to your company. You paid $300,000 for them. You see how on company valuations grow your wealth so much faster than anything else. The second you buy them, the year later, if they do the same profit of that $100,000, you've added $700,000 of value to your company. So you can understand how owning a business, continuing to buy additional businesses can soar your net worth faster than anything else, okay? I've been doing this with my insurance agency. We've bought other insurance agencies, and our multiple is higher than the ones that we're buying. So the second we buy them, the valuation of our company goes up. And also, I'm going to tell you this, that the massive opportunity in this is that there is over $1 trillion, $1 trillion with a T, not a B, a T, of private equity funds that have not been deployed. That means that somebody has, a bunch of rich people have given an institution money, and this is private, this is not public, and they've given institutions money, and they say, go buy businesses, and let's grow the portfolio and sell it to a larger private equity company. And then that private equity company sells it to a larger private equity company, all up the chain. So what happens is, usually these PE firms do not want to get involved in a small business until there's $1 million in profit. So what you can do, the opportunity for you is, you go buy these businesses, and you put them under your business until you've reached a profit of $1 million, and then you can sell. You're worth 7 times. You're worth $7 million. And it's the same thing for the private equity company. They're buying you for 7, but their portfolio of pool service companies is worth 10, maybe 12, maybe 15x. So they're doing the same thing to you that you've done to the smaller companies. And then once they have a big portfolio of pool companies, they sell it to somebody else who's got an even bigger portfolio of a mix of different businesses that may be worth 20x. So it goes all the way up to the biggest fish. And what happens is these companies, as they go up, the private equity companies make them more efficient, they make them more profitable, and because they're really good at it. These guys are the smartest people in the world. So what they do is they continue to make the businesses efficient, so the next private equity company sees value in what that private equity company portfolio is selling. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So they do this at a larger scale, but really they're not interested in small businesses until they hit $1 million in profit from my experience. So you can make millions buying smaller businesses, packaging them up, selling them to private equity portfolios, and then drive off into the sunset with your millions of dollars. They don't teach this in school, but this is exactly how the world operates. My question for you today is, will you take advantage of this? You know, if you're really thinking seriously about this, I would be happy to have a free 30-minute phone call with you. I have no course to sell. I have nothing to sell. I'm just here to help and explain to you that you've probably never been exposed to this. You've probably never been taught about this, but I am telling you, this is a massive opportunity for you to build a generational wealth for your family and get to the next level. And it's not that hard. Find an industry that has value, buy businesses, be smart with your money, and then sell them off to a bigger fish. And then you can go fish wherever you want, do whatever you want, and buy whatever you want. If you got value out of today's video, hit like and subscribe. Thanks.